Hi, this is Tell Me Something Good. I'm your host, Mary Sampy, and this is our Thanksgiving special. In the city of Connellsville, we are planning a Thanksgiving meal for those in need. So if you need a Thanksgiving meal or you know someone who needs a Thanksgiving meal, Connellsville Area Community Ministries is going to provide that meal with some of our friends in the community. Today, we're going to talk to some of those people that are going to help us make those meals on Thanksgiving. We're going to be joined by Fox's Tavern, Clubhouse Pizzeria, Zia Maria's, and St. Rita's. And all of these people are coming together to make sure that our community gets a Thanksgiving meal this year. I am here at Fox's Tavern. I'm joined by Jackie and Jared. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
So you are cooking meals for us. You're one of the 4 locations that are cooking meals for us for our Thanksgiving dinner because, you have nothing else going on, I'm sure, in your busy lives here at Fox's Tavern. So when Greg first called you, I called Greg. Greg starts calling everyone. What was your first initial thought when he said, hey, we want to do this Thanksgiving dinner for the community?
He came up, shot out the idea and asked me what I thought. I said, we're in absolutely whatever you need. So that's kind of how the ball got rolling for us, and it's been all downhill since.
Yeah, so it was exciting when I got the phone call, basically immediately, like you said, back from you guys and a few of the other businesses. Within a day, we had everyone on board. It is really remarkable. I mean, when you think about that, in a small town, how we always come together when there's a need. We couldn't do the dinners like we usually do them. We were trying to think of a creative way that we could still provide these meals for Thanksgiving. And when I talked to, I don't know if I talked to you, Jared, on the phone, but someone here, they said, I've had 30 some really good Thanksgivings, and it wouldn't be really good if I didn't give back. That kind of brings it to the idea of why we're doing this. Tell us a little bit more about some of the other ways that you've supported the ministries in the past.
Do you want me to answer that?
Okay.
Well, we've been involved with the Heart to Hope for the last 2 years. We're always happy to do that. That's exciting. We get all our customers involved, and it's always well supported here. So it's really great. And we kind of try to make things here involved with our customers and our family, and everybody gets really excited. So it's so great to have so much support.
Yes.
So.
They do not just do a party here for the Heart to Hope. I mean, they go all out. I mean, it's crazy. They have specials running all night. Then they come and they present us this check at the end. And they don't have to do that. They could just turn on the TV and say, hey, we have the Heart to Hope on in TV. They go all out. So thank you so much for giving back to the ministries. What do you think it means to this community to have this Thanksgiving meal still?
Well, I think it's so important, especially with so much going on, and there's so much uncertainty, and to know that you're going to have your Thanksgiving dinner and everybody's involved. I think that's a great thing. And for us too, we've had so much support from our communities. So we wouldn't be where we're at without our communities. Yeah. So anything we can do to help, we're more than happy to do. So I'm just so happy that you guys involve us and that we can do something to help.
Yes. So thank you for being involved. So if someone has never been to Fox's Tavern, where can they find you?
Well, we're located in South Connellsville at 205 West Wine Street. It's pretty easy to find, right?
It's the only restaurant in South Connellsville.
Yeah, so just keep coming down Pittsburgh Street to hit Wine Street, and you'll find us.
Yeah, you guys have done a lot of work. This is all closed in. This used to be a porch. Yeah. I see outside you're putting an awning on the tables out there. So you've done a lot. I love coming here. Okay. Food is great. Atmosphere is great. So thank you so much for all you do.
Well, thank you.
I am here at the beautiful Zia Maria's with Amy. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So, like a lot of these restaurants, you got a phone call from Greg saying, hey, we want to do these Thanksgiving dinners. What was your initial reaction?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it always is. Every single time that we call Amy for anything, she's, of course, what can we do? What do you need? Let's get this done.
Appreciate that.
And it's such a good feeling to know. So thank you so much for that. So talk a little bit about what your role is in the Thanksgiving dinners.
So Mary, of course, does everything for this community. And as soon as they called, Greg called, she called, we want to help. We're going to have all the cakes and rolls. Yes. And we'll make some dinners and do what we can.
Yes. So first of all, we were really excited that a lot of us didn't have to bake anything. That was the first thing. We were like, thank you, because We don't have to worry about that. That's a huge load off of our mind. When they make all of these meals, they're going to get taken all to the community ministries, and then we're going to distribute those on Thursday morning. Now, this isn't the first time you've helped us with meals.
Yes.
In the summertime, you helped us with the student lunches.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
So Mary called, and I think all businesses, Connellsville is just, everybody pulls together.
Yes.
I feel, and we're so happy to be in this community. People appreciate that we're here. We love being here. And it's such a great feeling when everybody comes together.
Yes.
Just the people too, not only the businesses, like everybody's like, how can I help?
Right.
And you just feel that sense of community here.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Connellsville
community is amazing.
It is. It is a family,
Yeah.
for better or for worse. We are a dysfunctional family, but we all, when something like this goes on, we all pull together.
Yes.
Like you said, in the summer, same thing. We were doing the summer lunches for the students. I called Amy and said, I need help. I've never fed this many people before every day. She had me.
And you did it every day.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
She had me all figured out. She had us. She took care of us. So
We tried.
Thank you so much for doing that. What are some other things you've done during the pandemic to bring people together at Zia's?
We all had to change how we do things, especially being a restaurant. And we have D'Amico Wholesale, which helped too a little bit with the packaging and the gloves, and everybody. It's hard. I don't know what to say. I don't want to boast. We just all try to help each other, I think.
Yeah.
much
You
as we
guys,
can.
there's always still a smile on your faces, even though things are a little bit different. There's the drive-through here, which is a really nice thing to have for people that might not want to go inside. You have the drive-through here.
And takeout, we do pick up. People can
Great.
pick up at the door. They don't have to even come in.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, they can
So right
call
here
and-
outside, you can just pull in. They'll bring it out to you.
Yes.
And you have a lot of the menu items that you used to have, because I know a lot of people ask about that.
Yes.
Where are the menu items from the firehouse? The nachos are here, just to let you know. That was my biggest. Where are the nachos? They're here.
We do have a brand new menu. It's only like 2 weeks old. Pretty much everything from the firehouse is here now.
Great.
Yeah.
Where can people find you if they've ever been here before?
The location is right next to Peachin, Connellsville. It's off of 232 Pittsburgh Street. They did rename the road Zia Maria Way, but it doesn't pick up.
Fun.
So you can find it that way.
Right. Exactly. Well, thank you so much for
Yes,
being here, and thank you for all you do, Amy.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm here at the beautiful St. Rita's Church in Connellsville, and I'm joined by our pastor, my pastor, and my boss. So this is a real treat for me. I get to see my boss in a different way today, Father Paul Lissick, and he is the pastor of all 4 churches in Connellsville and Dunbar: St. John the Evangelist, St. Rita's, Immaculate Conception, and St. Aloysius in Dunbar. Thank you for being here, Father.
Oh, you're quite welcome. My pleasure.
So tell me a little bit about the decision to not have the Thanksgiving dinners this year, because I know you're on the ministerial board, about, why that took place.
Well, what happened was City Church usually coordinates the Thanksgiving dinner for the community. And unfortunately, because of all the restrictions that are in because of pandemic, they didn't have a place to do their turkeys. Usually they're done at home, but because of new guidelines and regulations, they have to be done in one central kitchen. And there is really no kitchen in this area big enough to handle that.
Yeah.
So what we did, at least what Mary came up with, is to find a few organizations to do so many turkeys each professionally, if you wish to use that word, and of course the rest of the items that go with the dinner. And of course, Thanksgiving is a day of giving thanks. And a lot of times we use the word thank you, and we don't really appreciate what exactly that means. And so this year, the opportunity is not just to say the word, but to put actions with the word. And that's where it becomes difficult. But this year, because of the necessity of the pandemic, and those who will not be going to different homes for Thanksgiving, or cannot afford a Thanksgiving dinner, or can't, because of the inconvenience of traveling and all of that, the organizations spearheaded by community ministry have got together to provide dinners in our own professional kitchens, if you wish, to those who are in need. So our ladies and men, there are some men who do work the kitchens too, our ladies and men from St. Aloysius Church in Dunbar, St. Rita's, and St. John's Immaculate Conception here in Connellsville are working together to provide, I'd say roughly around 150 meals that will be distributed by the Connellsville Ministries so that we can help those who are in need this Thanksgiving. It won't be the same as being able to sit down and talk with people across the table, but at least we can say thank you to God for all of our blessings by actually doing something to give thanks, not only in word, but also in action. And what makes it nice is St. Aloysius Church in Dunbar just did a turkey dinner beginning of the month, so we're all geared up. We got this all figured out already.
Yes, we were really excited, and our volunteers, like so many of our churches, we rely on our volunteers. Our ladies and gentlemen, they are amazing. They always go above and beyond. And when I asked them to take part in this, now they were in the midst of still planning their Thanksgiving dinner. And they have all of this planning and all of this stress going on doing their event. And I said, hey, would you want to do meals here in another few weeks? Without hesitation, yes, absolutely. What can we do? That is the kind of people that we have here. And we're so blessed to have all of the volunteers that we have that are willing to give back to our community every time.
And I really say a thank you to all those volunteers, not only our own church volunteers, but the other ones who will be helping, because all this is being done, within those few days before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So everybody's not only working to take care of their community needs, but they also then have to go home and take care of their own needs. So it is really a great feat that's done by the people of our area.
Yes, it is. Well, thank you, Father Paul. Thank you for everything that you do for our community. We love having you.
Oh, thank you so much, Mary. And this is one of the few times I actually get to talk with her because she's so busy. She's always running
around. Thanks, Father Paul.
Thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for all you do for our area.
I'm here at Clubhouse Pizzeria with Mike. Thank you for joining us
No
today.
problem.
First of all, I love it in here. Love the background, love the environment, love the food.
Thank you.
It's my kids, one of their favorite pizza places to come. They love it. My husband loves the steak sandwich, talks about it all the time, tells everyone about it. So thank you for giving us delicious food.
Thank you for the compliment.
So Greg called you, said, hey, we want to do these Thanksgiving dinners, talk to Tara about it. Tell me about your initial reaction when you heard about it.
None, it's just what we do. I mean, there's no question of whether you do that or not, especially, with the pandemic going on and everything. We've done this in the past, but it's been different. You sort of pick a dish. I think we did stuffing last year, and we would do a lot of stuffing. And we would take that over, and other places would bring their dish, and so it was sort of a group effort.
Yes.
And then you were able to go, and, we took Riker when he was young to volunteer there. At 2, probably not a great idea, but, so it was sort of a meeting place there. Now I'm not sure how they're going to, what their plans are after they get the food from us, how they're going to distribute it, like taking it to homes, people picking up. But our part is, they asked us to do full dinners. Logistically, it's a little different because we're making a couple dishes, but it's not a big deal, and it's not something we would even flinch to do.
Yes. I mean, like we said before, automatically within a day, we had all of our places. Everyone was on board. Let's do this. What do you need? So they're going to be making dinners. They're actually going to be, Jared told me that you're going to be kind of working with him a little bit and talking about planning so that it's just not too much for anyone,
Right, because he does, they do a little bit different stuff down there, stuff that I may not have done as much of. And he gave me some tips on how to do our dinner, or we may actually come together and, work together. Like he might make all of this, I might make all of that, and then we'll come here or there and put it all together. And that's, me and him have to talk about that. But
right. It's really amazing. It's amazing how our communities come together, how our businesses come together. We are not here against each other or anything. We're all kind of just doing everything that we can. So all of these businesses, they're making these meals, again, in their own locations because they have a kitchen in which they're able to do that safely. And then the ministries is going to be picking up those meals. We're going to be taking them to the ministries, and then you can pick those up or have them delivered to you that morning. And this is for anyone in the Connellsville School District. What's nice is because you're making these meals ahead of time, we're going to have them prepackaged. All they need to do is heat them up when they get home. So it makes it really easy.
It'll be nice for everybody.
It really will be. And this isn't the first time you have reached out to help us. In the summertime when we were doing the school lunches, I reached out to you guys and said, hey, I need a couple hundred pieces of hoagies individually wrapped for school lunches. Can you help me out? And you did it.
Yeah, it's, when you're here and you're, like we were fortunate through the pandemic and what's going on that we were able to survive and stay fairly busy. So you have to give back. I mean, you just do. And even if this isn't going on, you still do. It's just what's right.
And that brings up a really good point. When everyone else, if you've been blessed and you're still able to go out to dinner or to lunch, make sure that you are giving your money to these local establishments that are giving back to the community, because everyone is hurting. Everyone's in this together. Everyone's dealing with the same thing, but we all need to be there for each other. So thank you for being there for us every time.
No problem.
No questions asked. They get it done for us all the time. And it's a really great thing that you're doing.
Might stumble once in a while.
No, it doesn't look like it. It makes it look like it's all together. You could just stumble before we show up and then just smile when we get there. Thanks, Mike.
No problem. Thank you so much.
I'm here with Rob Bremer, Executive Director of Connellsville Area Community Ministries, and we want to talk to you a little bit about how you're going to sign up for your meal if you need one, how you're going to sign up if you want to be a volunteer, and how you're going to get your meals. So let's start with the sign-ups.
Okay, with the sign-ups for the food, you can either call the city or also on our Facebook page as well as the city's Facebook page, there is a form that you can access to sign up.
Yes, so you could sign up online. It's completely free. When you go online to sign, it's a very simple form. You're just going to say your name, your address, phone number, how many meals you're going to need. Now, it's really important to note that those meals, when you get them, they're not going to be heated. They're going to be cold. You're going to have to find a way to reheat them, but everything's already going to be cooked and ready to go. It's only for anyone residing in the Connellsville Area School District. So if you live in the Connellsville Area School District, you have access to up to 10 meals per address. And then you're just going to say if you want to deliver or you want to pick up your meals. And this is where they're going to come to pick up that morning, correct?
Yes, that is correct. If you're coming to pick up your meals individually, this will be where you come. You can either park and walk over, or we're going to try to have a drive-through system going on here as well. You would just come, give us your name, we'll have the list of what you're supposed to get, and we can give it to you. If you're coming to pick up your own meal, it will be at 9 o'clock.
Yes, so if you want to volunteer and you're saying, how do I get involved? There's a separate form for that. And that just says your name and your phone number, contact information, and that you understand that by volunteering to deliver meals that you are going to be here at 8 o'clock in the morning right here in this back alley. And we are located right next to Double Dragon, if anyone wants to know where we are. That is where you're going to pull up to these doors right here. You're going to be here at 8. You're going to tell us your name. We'll give you the amount of meals you need and the addresses that you're going to be delivering to. And that shouldn't take them very long to deliver those meals.
No, it shouldn't, because like you said, everything is within the Connellsville Area School District. So it is a big district, but at the same time, everybody's deliveries are going to be in a smaller area. Nobody's going to have to drive from one side to the other for their actual deliveries. Like you said, they will come here at 8 o'clock and pick them up. However many it's going to be is going to depend on how many drivers we have, but nobody's going to be absolutely overloaded.
No, we'll try to make it between 3 and 4 stops. You're not going to take your entire day doing it, but it's a nice way to give back if you want to do something. We already have about 14 people that have stepped up and said they want to be drivers, and we really appreciate all of their help. We'll be here to assist you with any questions you have that morning. And if you're picking up your own meals, like Rob said, you're not going to come at 8 o'clock. That's only for the volunteers. If you're picking up your own meals, you're going to come at 9 o'clock in the same exact window. Just say your name. We'll give you the number of meals that you need.
That is correct.
It's exciting,
yes.
Isn't it?
Oh, it's really great. It's something that we've been looking to get into for a while, and this year the possibilities come up, and it's just it's a way for all of us as an organization, also as a community, to come together to help people in need on that particular day.
Yes, and like we were talking, I mean, this kind of came up just last week, and within a day we had all of the businesses, the churches involved, and Rob kept saying, oh my goodness, like this is amazing, this is all just happening, it's all just coming together so easy.
Yeah, every time we had another phone call, it was more and more pieces falling into place.
Yeah.
It's between the city, the businesses in the city, and the volunteers around, everything is starting to come together really well, and it's a great way for us all to give back on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's just such a blessing to be a part of. And when those things happen and all those pieces just fall together, you know you're doing God's work and that God wants this to happen in our city. So we're really happy to be a part of it.
Absolutely, yes, we are.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us on Tell Me Something Good. I'm Mary Sampe. Remember to tell someone something good today. And again, if you need a Thanksgiving meal, make sure that you call City Hall, contact Community Ministries so that you can make sure to get that meal this year. And there are so many blessings that all of us have. If you are blessed in a way and you want to give back, contact Community Ministries to find out how you may be able to give back this season.